made any videos of this little tractor. I've been doing a lot of work on it, just haven't put much on the camera. I had to have this. I had to take this thing apart down here. Well, about 3 times. The first time I put the clutch in it, went to start it and everything, and try to put it in gear, and the daggone thing was making all kind of racket. So I thought, well, I must have my clutch in backwards. Well, I took it apart, and that wasn't what it was. The throwout bearing was messed up, and so I did the same thing a guy talked about on his channel. He took a Chevy throwout bearing and punched the graphite out of the tractor one and tack welded that throwout bearing off the Chevy in there, and it worked good. Well, this one here did too. That's what's in it right now. And let's see, since I made the last video, I had the head off again, put new rings in it, had to surface the valve, or grind the valves down in there with a stone, and get that going. The thing runs good now. I'm just now in the process of cleaning it up good enough to paint it. And I'm running out of time because it's getting cold weather out here now, and I may not get it all done this winter. If not, I'll just tarp it out there somewhere, get it off the porch, and continue to work on it a little more as we go along. But I think it's going to be a pretty good little tractor once I get on with it here. Let's see, we'll go over here if the wind ain't too bad. And as you can see, we've kind of got a lot of the painting done on here. And still got most of the back half to do, and I still got to paint this stuff up here on the front. I was going to change the front main seal, which if I did this, that front end's all got to come off anyway. But that's another thing I had to do. I'd take it apart again back here and put a new main seal in it, because after we drove it around a little bit, it was dripping a lot of oil. So we'll put the different main seal. The original one was leather. I don't know if that's still from the factory or somebody replaced it, but this one here was rubber. And I tell you what, that's a lot cheaper getting it there at CarQuest. I think it was like $11 and something there. And they went for around 20, you know, tell them how much on the internet. So it wasn't too bad. I still got the blue tape on this thing, because when I pressure washed it the same way up here on the intake, I want to keep everything out. I had the mag covered, starter was off, and the generator was off. And this thing's looking pretty good. The hydraulic works on it. I was kind of curious about that, but it does. And seemed like it works all right. I had to take the hydraulic lines off the other side and have them brazed, because when that thing broke in half, the tractor broke in half, it went right down in there. And of course, anything connected to it could have gotten bent, and the hydraulic lines did. And so I had to take and have them brazed, because I'm not good at that. I can do all right pretty much on a stick welder to some degree. I'm not expert, but in any case, that's the lines, right? The hooks to this pump right here, and they go on back up, and then they mount up there on the hydraulic assembly there where it works. It's not the most high-tech hydraulic system going, but it'll get by because I'm not really probably going to use a tractor for very much. I only got 2 lots here in town, so I'm not very what you call a high-class farmer by any means. I still got to paint that shaft there for the steering, and I'm gonna put a cover on that steering wheel. That thing's black, and you look like you've been working on the car for 3 days on your hands to get from the blackness on that steering wheel. I mean, you make your hands all dirty. So anyway, that's where we're at right now with this thing, and kind of fun little tractor though. All right, well, if I know anything else new or exciting, I'll put it on here. So that's it for now, and well, thank you lots for watching. Bye now.